Hello, welcome back to my channel Crochet World, and this is the video that you've been waiting for, and we're gonna learn together how to make this nice beautiful cutie flower pattern. This time I made it for a hairband, but you can make with it anything you want, a top, a shawl, anything. So let's start together. For this you need a simple rubber band, a crochet hook. This one I chose, I think, is 2.75 millimeter hook, and we need some yarn, like 2 to 3 millimeter yarn. So let's start together. You take your yarn, your rubber band, you put the yarn behind the rubber band, and we start to make our knot. Starting knot just like that, and the first stitch chain. So for the first row we're gonna make simple crochets all the long of the rubber band, just simple crochets, just simple like that. And there is no precise number for that, but just try to make as many as you can first to cover all the rubber band, and then so the rubber band can extend, because if you put a low number of stitches your rubber band's not gonna extend like you need it to. Yeah, so go all the way with simple crochet, and every, let's say, 10 or 8, try to tie them together. So go finish your work and I will meet you there. Now I finished my first row of simple crochets. Like you see here, I'm gonna close and move to the next row, put my hook in the first stitch, and I pull my yarn. My second row of simple crochet, and I go to the next chain and I make my simple crochet. There is no increasing and no decreasing in the number, just make the same number in each stitch. Make a simple crochet in each one. You make a simple crochet. Go all the way like that, simple crochets. This gonna serve for the base for our flower pattern, so go ahead and finish your work. Now I made my second row of simple crochets, and we're gonna start together to make the flower pattern. I close my second row and I start for the flowers. So I'm gonna make 7 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I need to go back to the number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This gonna serve like the center of my flower. So I'm gonna make my first double crochet in this 4th chain. So that's my first double crochet, my second double crochet, and then 1, 2 chains, and I go back to the same stitch, center of the flower, and like that, that's my first petal. Now I'm gonna do this 4 more times because for each flower I need 5 petals. So 1, 2, my first double crochet, my second double crochet, and 1, 2 simple chains, and I go back to the same center and I pull my hook. I have now 2 petals, so 2 petals, I need 3 more to have 5 in total. So the same work, 1, 2 simple chains, my first double crochet, my second double crochet, and 1, 2 simple chains, and I always go back to the same center. 3 petals, no, number 4, 1, 2 simple chains, my first double crochet, my second double crochet, and 2 chains. Always go back to the same center. I pull my hook. My final petal, 1, 2, my first double crochet, my second double crochet, and 2 chains, and I go back to the center. Now that I finished my first flower, I'm gonna go to the next one. So to pass to the next one, I need 3 simple chains, 1, 2, 3, and then I go to my simple stitches row and I skip the stitch that have the flower and I count 3, 1, 2, 3, and I put my hook there, and I pull the yarn, and then I can start my second flower. So 7 simple chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I count to the number 4 to make my first double crochet. So my first double crochet, my second double crochet, and then 2 simple chains, and I go back to the same stitch, the center of my flower. I have 1 petal, I need 4 more, so 1, 2 simple chain, my first double crochet, my second double crochet, and 1, 2. Go back to the center and do it again. 1, 2 simple chains, my first double crochet, my second double crochet, and then 2 simple chains. One, two, my first double crochet, my second double crochet, and 2 simple chains, and I go back to the center and I pull my hook. My last petal, 1, 2, first simple crochet, second simple crochet, and 1, 2, go back to the center to finish my second flower, and I pull my yarn. So this is my second flower. I'm gonna do the same work all along my band. So now 1, 2, 3 simple chains, and I go back to my simple crochets. I skip the one that have the flower and count 3 and put my hook in the third one and pull my yarn, and like this I do the other flower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, and you do the same work to have the next flower. So go ahead, finish your work, as many flowers as you need, and then I will meet you there. Now that I finished all the flowers, as you see, it's so beautiful and so nice, so easy to make. So I need to close it. I make 3 simple chains, 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna put my hook in the stitch that have the first flower, and I pull my yarn. I'm gonna add another stitch like a knot, cut my yarn, and it's done. So this way have our beautiful hairband. Gonna try to make this extreme to hide it. So I pull there in the back and I cut, and done. Now have this beautiful hairband. Like I said, you can use the flower pattern for your shawl, for the tops, for shirts, for sweaters, for anything you need. So beautiful. You can add some pearls too, and you can leave it as is. So nice and so beautiful. So I hope you liked my video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I hope see you soon.